Good morning, adventurers. It's cold this morning. Turned the car on to start trying to heat it up a little bit because I woke up this morning and yep, that's ice. So I don't know what to think about that, but today's gonna be a great day. So I'm gonna go and see how far the front windshield is made on progress so I can drive, and yeah, we're gonna go and get ready for another exciting adventure. Hey, so this morning I went and got some coffee because it was cold, and where I was at I can't use my camp stove. I changed, got cleaned up, freshened up, and was talking to somebody at the little coffee shop whenever I found out that the gondola here in Telluride is actually closed for maintenance, which is okay. So instead I am out and about exploring these beautiful lakes, more mountains, and I'm gonna hit up some waterfalls. My original intent was to go to Bridal Veil, but Bridal Veil is up this mountain, just a little ways. So I found out this morning that they had more ice. After yesterday, I'm going to avoid that ice, only because I don't know what it's like up there. I'm not trying to get my car stuck. It was a bad situation, and we're not gonna do a repeat. So instead, we're gonna go to another hiking trail that has a waterfall on it and check that out, and try to stay warm up in these 29-degree mountains. Yeah, so let's go. Parking can be an issue in Telluride. I've gone to 3 different places and there's been no parking. So I finally decided just to come on up to Cornet Falls. So I found street parking right back there. I'm on a hill, so I do recommend an emergency brake. But we're gonna hike up to the falls, check it out, and take some pretty pictures. About halfway up this trail, and it is so pretty. We're in the middle of a little canyon and going up on the trail, so it's really cool, and the sun is coming out, so it's about to get a little warmer. Yay! Anyway, back to the trail I go. What a perfect way to start my morning. Had my coffee, took a hike, saw a waterfall. Today is gonna be awesome. So, back to the car, see what else I can find here in Telluride. Now, I will give a disclaimer for all of my adventure followers who are afraid of heights. Telluride is no joke. So while the city itself is in a valley and getting here is really super simple, the hiking trails most of the time just kind of fall off. So that's about 50 feet down, and it zigzags around. But if you were to make an unfortunate step, it's really bad. So if you're afraid of heights, just avoid the hiking trails and enjoy the city itself. Very well worth it, bar none, the best views in Colorado. Now, a lot of parks tell you not to build these, but this one didn't say that, and I've never built one before, so I left my little mark. Now people will know I was here without actually saying, hey, bunny played here. Anyway, that was kind of cool, so yeah, moving on. So let's live on the edge a little bit. These falls are all mountain fed, which means they come down from the snow. So I can only imagine this water is super cold. But let's see, okay? Let's get in here where we can feel the water. So we're in the water a little bit. Here we go. Oh. my goodness. So that was like Eureka Springs cold spring water. Cold. Whew. I'm gonna have to go heat my hand back up now. That was ridiculous. I made it back to the car, but not before I stopped to talk to a local resident. He was out in his yard doing some work, and so I took it upon myself to say, "Excuse me, I don't mean to bother you, but can you please help me?" I find that's the best way that you can actually get assistance whenever you're traveling, is to ask the people who you know are from the place that you're at. Not only did he help me, he actually took me on a walking tour of where I need to go so that I can find parking for my car without it costing an arm and a leg. So I'm going to find this place called Car Hinge, which is free parking that he just showed me, so that I can get access to all the trails, including the river trail and the Bear Creek trail. So I'm gonna walk the river trail and then go over to Bear Creek and see how I feel at that point. But Car Hinge it is, and thank you to the local from Telluride who didn't want to be filmed, but if you happen to be watching this, thank you so much. You saved my life today. So this is why they call it Car Hinge. Instead of having regular curbs, they have huge stones. Anyway, so I parked the car and I'm about to head over to the river trail to check it out. Yep, so we're good to go. And here we go, onto another trail here in beautiful Telluride. I'm really happy I decided to come here. I really debated on it after the whole mountain thing. I really thought, get out of here, because bad luck was really bad. But I'm glad I decided to stay, because if I wouldn't have, I wouldn't be able to see what makes Telluride so awesome. Their outdoor spaces, better than any place I have ever seen. When I went to Arkansas, I thought they couldn't be topped because, well, Arkansas is really pretty. But the outdoor spaces here are just a different kind of outdoor space altogether. I think you could consider the natural state's beauty to be awesome, but the mountains they're just different. Anyway, so we're gonna go on this trail until we make it to the Bear Creek trail. I'm gonna make sure that take lots of pictures. It's absolutely beautiful, and goes right up next to the ski village and some of the other buildings. So let's look at those along the way and enjoy this hike. So what are you doing today? Well, you know, chilling at the river. Yep, this is the best way to explore Telluride. The city is behind me, the river is beside me, and it's so pretty to be in the footprint of a mountain. I have to figure out where to do a Talk to Me Tuesday at some point. My signal's decent, so I'm hoping that I can find a good spot. But until then, I'm just gonna take in this view for a few more minutes and then go back up to the trail and see what else I can find. Because I'm pretty much in travel heaven right now. I mean, how could you not be? While walking down this mountain path, there are signs that explain what buildings you're passing. So this building right here is now called the AHA School, and it's an art school, but it used to be their train depot. They repurposed a lot of buildings down here so that they can use them for other things. And it's a really neat building. My tour guide a while ago said that it was one of the coolest old historic buildings in town. So it's a school, can't go in it, but it was kind of cool to see it. Got to read a little bit about it. And can you imagine being in an art school and then looking outside to this? What inspiration you could find so literally out your back door. Yep, back to the trail. So my original intent with coming to Telluride was to ride this. It's the Gondola, and it takes you all the way up to Mountain Village on those little cars. but it's under construction right now, so it's suspended in time, just waiting to be fixed. So then I can come back and do it next time. Anyway, it's kind of weird because I've never seen a lift of any kind not functioning. So it's kind of creepy just to see it sitting there. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Anyway, back to what I was doing. I can only imagine that during skiing season, Telluride is poppin'. I just passed one of the ski lifts and talked to somebody who was over there actually, and they said their busy season is soon to kick off. This year, the weather has been a lot warmer than usual. Aside from a little bit of snow and ice, it's pretty clear, as you can see. Normally by this time, they're already seeing a little bit more and able to start moving the lifts up. So, I don't know, lucky for me, unlucky for them. I have reached the Bear Creek trailhead, which is the one that earlier I came to, couldn't find parking, and so now I get to actually take off on this one. This one's gonna take me out to some more waterfalls, and I'm really excited to see those.